In a small, remote village in West Africa, there lived a young boy named Egu. At just 12 years old, Egu was already familiar with the harsh realities of life. His parents were poor farmers, struggling to make ends meet in a community that lacked the basic necessities. Despite the hardships, Egu was a bright and curious child, always eager to learn and help his parents on the farm. One day, the winds of fate brought an unexpected visitor to Egu's village. Joe, a 34-year-old Australian, had come to Africa on vacation, seeking adventure and a deeper connection with the world. He was drawn to the vibrant culture and the warmth of the people, but it was Egu's village that left a lasting impression on him. While exploring the village, Joe noticed Egu sitting under a tree, intently reading a tattered book. The boy's determination to educate himself, despite the lack of resources, touched Joe's heart. He spent some time talking to Egu, learning about his life, his dreams, and the challenges he faced. Moved by Egu's story, Joe made a decision that would change both of their lives forever. He approached Egu's parents and expressed his desire to adopt the boy, offering him a chance for a better life in Australia. Egu's parents, though heartbroken at the thought of parting with their son, knew this was an opportunity they could not deny him. And so, Egu's journey began. He left the dusty roads of his village and traveled with Joe to the vibrant city of Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Everything was new and overwhelming, but Joe was there every step of the way, guiding Egu through his new life. Joe enrolled Egu in a good school, where he quickly excelled, soaking up knowledge like a sponge. His teachers marveled at his intelligence and his drive to succeed. As the years passed, Egu grew into a confident and ambitious young man. With Joe's unwavering support, he pursued higher education, eventually earning a degree in business. Egu's determination and hard work paid off as he started his own business, which quickly flourished. He was driven not just by a desire for success, but by a deep-seated need to give back to the community that had shaped him. During this time, Egu met Rose, a beautiful and kind-hearted woman who shared his values and dreams. The two fell deeply in love and soon married, building a life together filled with love and happiness. They were blessed with 2 children, a boy and a girl, who brought even more joy into their lives. Despite his success and the comfortable life he had built in Australia, Egu never forgot his roots. He often thought about the village he had left behind, the people who were still struggling as he once did. Egu knew he had to return, not just for himself, but for his children, so they could understand the journey that had brought their father to where he was today. With his family by his side, Egu returned to his village in West Africa. The people welcomed him with open arms, amazed at how much the young boy they once knew had accomplished. But Egu was not there to simply show off his success. He had come with a mission. Using the wealth he had accumulated, Egu began to transform the village. He built a modern school, ensuring that every child had access to the education that had been so scarce during his own childhood. He constructed a well-equipped hospital, providing much-needed medical care to the community. He also invested in infrastructure, building roads, clean water systems, and other facilities that would improve the quality of life for everyone in the village. Egu's generosity and dedication to his people earned him the respect and admiration of everyone who knew him. His story became a beacon of hope, showing that with determination, hard work, and a little help, even the most challenging circumstances could be overcome. As Egu stood at the entrance of the school he had built, watching the children play and learn, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He knew that his journey had come full circle, from a poor boy in a forgotten village to a successful man who had never forgotten where he came from. With his family beside him, Egu knew that the legacy he was building was not just in bricks and mortar, but in the lives he had touched and the futures he had helped shape. And so, the boy from West Africa who had once dreamed of a better life had become the man who made those dreams possible for others. As the years passed and Egu's life flourished, he never forgot the man who had changed his destiny. Joe had been more than just a guardian, he had become a father to Egu, guiding him with wisdom and love. The bond they shared was unbreakable, and Agu's success was a testament to Joe's belief in him. However, as time went on, Joe's health began to decline. What started as minor ailments grew into something more serious. Joe was diagnosed with a chronic illness that required extensive medical care. The once strong man who had given Agu a new life now found himself in need of help. Without hesitation, Agu took charge. He moved Joe into his home, ensuring that he was surrounded by the family who loved him dearly. Agu spared no expense, hiring the best doctors and specialists to care for Joe. He converted a part of his home into a comfortable space where Joe could receive treatment and recover in peace. Agu visited Joe every day, often sitting by his bedside, holding his hand, and talking to him about everything: his business ventures, his children's accomplishments, and even the ongoing developments in their village back in Africa. Joe's eyes would light up with pride and happiness, knowing that Agu had grown into such a remarkable man. As the illness progressed, there were days when Joe was too weak to speak, but Agu never left his side. He ensured that Joe had the best care possible, paying all the medical bills without a second thought. To Agu, this was more than just a duty, it was a way to give back to the man who had given him everything. One quiet evening, as the sun set over the horizon, Joe called Agu to his side. With a weak but determined voice, he said, "Agu, my son, I am proud of the man you have become. You have done so much good in this world, and you have given me more than I could have ever asked for." Tears welled up in Agu's eyes as he listened to Joe's words. "Dad," Agu replied, "I could never repay you for what you did for me. You gave me a life I never dreamed was possible. This is the least I can do for you." Joe smiled, his eyes filled with love and gratitude. "Agu, the good you do in this world always finds its way back to you. You took care of me when I needed you most, just as I took care of you all those years ago. Remember, kindness and love are the true measures of a man's wealth." With those words, Joe's strength seemed to fade, but his smile remained. He passed away peacefully, surrounded by the family he had helped create, leaving behind a legacy of love, generosity, and the powerful lesson that the good you do in life always returns to you. Agu mourned the loss of Joe deeply, but he also knew that Joe's spirit would live on in everything he did. He continued to honor Joe's memory by helping others, always remembering the lesson that had shaped his life. Years later, as Agu stood in front of the school he had built in his village, watching the children play and learn, he could almost hear Joe's voice, reminding him that the good you do must come back to you. And in that moment, Agu knew that Joe was right. Life had come full circle, and the love that had once saved him was now a light guiding others. Agu's story became a living testament to the power of kindness, the importance of giving back, and the belief that no matter where you start in life, the goodness you share with the world will always find its way back to you.